Hello, my name is Gabby and welcome to the start of my first ever reading vlog. It is currently March 30th and this vlog was supposed to be at the beginning of the month when I originally started it. However, two things happened. The first is school got insane. I had a ton of midterms and I didn't get that much reading done because of that, but also because I entered a giant reading slump. Kind of started last month, but it has really taken off for this one, which when you have 8 500-page books to read, that's not fun at all. So that vlog that I started in the beginning of the month is basically dead. So what I had decided to do was, instead of doing just 1 week of reading, which is kind of going to happen anyway, but I figured I could just focus on one book, and the book I picked for that is Children of Blood and Bone. But as I said, it's March 30th. It's very close to being the end of the month, and because of that reading slump, I am not in a good position at all with my March TBR. March only has today and tomorrow left. I can't get this read in 2 days, but technically, I have until either April 2nd or 3rd to get not only this done, but also I still have to read Truthwitch. And if all goes really well, which I don't think it will because it hasn't been so far, but I am 295 pages into Lord of Shadows. In a perfect world, all 3 of these get done, but what we're aiming for is 2 of them. With that, I guess I'll just update you when I have one. I'm not exactly sure when that's gonna be, but we'll just see how it goes. Okay. Okay, so it's been a few hours now and I am 145 pages into A Children of Blood and Bone, and I'm super loving it so far. Like, I'm getting that feeling again that always happens when I really love a book, and I'm so glad it's happening with this. Like, this may be the book that actually finally frees me from my reading slump. I also found this in the back, and on the front it has the clan names, and then on the back there's a map. So that was super cool to find there, and it's going to be serving as my bookmark for the rest of my time with this book. So I think the thing I'm loving most about this book so far is the characters. I'm finding them very intriguing. I'm loving their dynamics together with all of their banter and like the family dynamics and the friendships that are building. I'm really enjoying all of that. And the plot itself is just so well written, and it's keeping me just so entertained throughout this whole time so far. But unfortunately, this is not the only book I'm reading right now. So I think I gotta put this one down for a little bit of time and start Truthwitch. And then once I get an amount through this, I will go back and we'll just switch back and forth. I'll probably start Truthwitch later tonight, and I'll update you then. Monkey. Hello. It is the next day, 31st of March. It has been such a long day. I have been up since 8 o'clock in the morning doing homework, and it is now, where's my phone? Okay. It's now 3:11. So what I think I'm going to do now, well, I'm going to continue to read Truthwitch, which I'll get to my thoughts on that in a second, but I'm also going to, I think, randomize my April TBR and just start one of them later. because there's a lot of books over there that I want to get done in April, so I think I need to get like a little head start. It's barely a day, it's barely a head start. I'll just give my thoughts on Truthwitch, I guess, before I randomize the April. I'm about 50 pages into this, and I really like the characters. I'm enjoying the friendship in here. That's super fun. I'm really enjoying the world as well. Oh, I think I'm gonna really like this series, and that's pretty great. Okay, so there are the numbers. I had these little papers made up. Oh, there's Cookie. I had these little papers made up from that vlog I was talking about beforehand when I was randomizing my choices for the March group. I only had 10 made because there were 10 then. Now there's 11, so we'll just understand that Ash Princess is number 11. So I have a random number generator here, if it would focus. And goes up to number 11. Okay. I'm kind of hoping a paperback doesn't get picked because I'm using both of my bookmarks and I don't know where the others are. 8. Okay, so number 8 was the Winner's Curse. I think what I'm gonna do now is apparently just lay here because that's where Cookie wants to be. And I guess as long as she's here, I'll start reading Truthwitch again. So we'll see how far I get here. So I think the last part of the video that you saw was probably me picking out the Winner's Curse from my April TBR. But very soon after that, my camera storage filled up and my camera stopped recording. So that was inconvenient, yes. But I didn't really end up doing that much reading yesterday anyway. I did read about to page 70 something of this, and I was previously on 50. I just decided yesterday was not a good day for me, and I should just let my brain have a little rest. But today, I just got done my 8 a.m. class, so that was fun. And now I have it is 9:44. I have the rest of the day and afternoon to read. Specifically, I'm going to be focusing on Truthwitch and Children of Blood and Bone. It's 12 o'clock now, and I am like 200 pages into this, and I'm really enjoying it. I really like where the story's going. I'm very excited to continue with it. So for now, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to eat lunch, and then I'm going to dive into Children of Blood and Bone, which I'm really excited to get back to. And yeah, that's it for now. Okay, so it is now 4:24, and I am officially at page 301 of Children of Blood and Bone. I can't believe it took me so long to read this book. I am really, really loving this, and I get the feeling with it that I don't usually get too often. Like, it's kind of rare when I get this feeling. Something about the writing and the story just make every word just seem so important. And I've been hooked since page 1 at every word. This is probably my last update for today. I'm gonna take a break from reading for a little bit, and I'll probably read The Winner's Curse tonight, or I'll start it tonight. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I know I have schoolwork to do, an exam at 11. So when I get done that, I'm going to be doing one of two things. Finishing either this or Truthwitch. I hope to finish both pretty soon. Where I'm going to film my March wrap-up. And I did decide that I was going to try to cram in Children of Blood and Bone and Truthwitch into my March wrap-up but I'm not going to do that. I'm finishing them in April. They're going in the April wrap-up, even if they were in the March TBR. Otherwise, I'll film my wrap-up Friday and just edit it that day too, so it'll be ready to go up on Saturday. I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Hello, it's the next day from when you probably saw my last update. I have been vlogging all morning, but when I went to transfer them to my computer, I didn't realize only 3 seconds of each vlog transferred, and I deleted all of that footage off my phone. I didn't vlog yesterday, because I had one of those days where everything that could have went wrong absolutely did. I had multiple issues with like online learning, I guess, and that was all very stressful at the time, but didn't carry into today. What did carry into today is I was going to film my March wrap-up yesterday. My ring light tipped over. It took my tripod that held my camera down with it, and my camera is broken. My first thought when it fell was, okay, my ring light's broken, because it fell pretty hard. It has these like white casings right here. All of those popped off and it made a very loud noise. So I thought that was broken, and it's not, it's fine. Then I tried to turn on my camera to film, because for whatever reason I thought my camera was going to be fine too. I was able to get the vlog footage from that camera onto my laptop, thankfully, so all of that's still there. So for now on, I'll be filming on my phone. I can't believe I lost all that footage from this vlog this morning. So because I'm using my phone, the backdrop of my videos is going to be different, and I filmed like a process of that too, but that's gone. I also have a small reading update. I read about almost to 100 pages of The Winter's Curse. It's a very quick read. It does feel like I'm reading a romance book, but I'm not super in love with the couple, but since it's such a quick read, I'm definitely not minding it. But a quick read was definitely what I needed, so I'm really appreciative of it right now. Other than that, I'm going to film my March wrap-up, and hopefully I can figure out some other way to transfer these videos to my laptop so I don't lose them all again. Okay. Hello and welcome to the next part of the vlog. And this is a very special part of the vlog today because I have officially finished Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. So I finished this book last night, and I would have done this portion of the vlog then, right after I was reading it, but after I finished it, I just really needed to take a night and get all my thoughts organized and ready to go, because after I finished reading this, I was just all over the place. I never really said what this book was about, so we'll do that now. So the land that this book is set in was once filled with magic. However, one day magic just disappeared when the king targeted all the magicians and got rid of all the magic. And this left our main character, Zaylee, without a mother, and just left everybody without hope that it would come back. But then one day the opportunity arises for Zaylee to bring back magic, and she is helped by her brother and a rogue princess. And at the same time, while they're trying to bring back magic, they are being hunted down by the crown prince, who wants to stop them at all costs by the orders of the king. So we'll start with the writing for this. I mentioned before in this vlog that I was just completely hooked onto every word, and that every single word in here just felt so important while I was reading. And that's because the way this is written just completely pulled me into this story. I was just completely invested in everything about this. There would be times when I would just be like in the zone reading this book, and then all of a sudden there would be like one line that would just really impact me. It would be one of those lines that would make me wish I annotated books just so I could like highlight or underline that moment. So the next thing I enjoyed about this book is the story itself. I found the magic system in the world to be very interesting. And I thought that the adventure that these characters went on throughout this book was very well executed. So this story could get intense at times. When those kinds of moments would happen, it would just really hit me and emotionally attach me to these characters. In this book, you get 3 points of view. And now I'm going to talk about those 3 characters. And we'll start with Zaylee because she was absolutely my favorite character in this book. And what I love most about Zaylee is just how imperfect she is. She makes a lot of mistakes and life is really hard on her and she falters a lot, but at the same time she always has the strength to pick herself back up and just really do the best she can. And I just really appreciated her entire presence in this book. When it comes to Amari, I also really admired her strength and also her character growth that she went through in here. I couldn't find out how to pronounce this character's name, so I'm gonna put it right there. He gave me such major Zuko vibes from Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I, once again, really enjoyed in this book, just like how I enjoyed it on the show. So next thing we're going to talk about is the relationships between the characters. I found them to be very interesting and also very complex. There were both found family and blood family dynamics in here that were really fun to read. It was also just really fun to see the way the relationships would grow and change throughout the story. It's not too often that a book impacts me like this one did. Overall, I just thought it was so super well done. And I gained a lot of respect and love for this author along the way, which I'm really excited about. This was definitely a special read for me, and I gave this 5 stars. So the next thing I think I'm going to do today is it's really nice outside, and I really want to go read outside just to get like a change of scenery, and I'm going to take you guys with me for that. So it is still the same day, but I realized that I never randomized a new book from my April TBR to take the place of Children of Blood and Bone. So I have my random number generator up, and also Smokey's right there. He likes that blanket. I put this blanket here to try to entice the cats to lay with me while I read. There are 10 books left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and let's see what we get. 1. So that is Wicked As You Wish. Another thing that I just wanted to add real quick is that this vlog is probably going to end when I finish Truthwitch. And whatever I get done from my April TBR before that happens will be part of this vlog. If like Wicked As You Wish and The Winter's Curse aren't finished by the time I finish Truthwitch, I'm probably just gonna end this vlog anyway. Otherwise it would just go on forever. So it's like 10 o'clock in the morning right now. I am done with my classes for today. So kind of like what I did with Children of Blood and Bone, I'm going to be spending the day finishing Truthwitch. And then I'll probably do my review for it tomorrow. It's really nice out again today, so I don't know. Hi, you wanna come in? So I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep myself inside today. The other thing I wanted to do right now is do a quick reading update for the other 2 books I have been reading right now. And since I'm not going to finish them before this vlog is done, we'll just consider them teasers, I guess, for my April wrap-up. So the first book that I wanted to talk about, because this is just going to be a really quick update, is The Winter's Curse. I think I said before that I was enjoying this because it's a quick read. I still do like that it's quick. I'm not loving this romance at all. Hopefully that'll turn around maybe once I spend a little more time with it than I have been recently. And the next thing I want to talk about is I got about 80 pages into Wicked As You Wish. When I read The Never Tilting World by this same author, it took me a while to really figure out what was going on. I spent a good 100 pages of The Never Tilting World just in confusion, really. I'm starting to encounter that again with this book. Eventually in The Never Tilting World, I figured out what was going on, and I would go back and reread some things that didn't make sense the first time I read it. So by the end of the book, I fully understood what was happening. I have a very similar thing happening with this book, but I haven't really encountered that, oh, I'm starting to really understand what's going on here. I'm mostly just confused, which basically shows me that I do not love the way Chupeco world builds. This is the second time this has really happened where I just did not love. Alright. And I looked at some Goodreads reviews for this book, and it seems like a lot of people agree with me on her world building in this one. The thing I'm mostly enjoying about this book, because again I'm spending most of it just not understanding it, is that the characters, I do really like them. So hopefully I'll start to understand this a little more as I keep reading it, because I do really want to like this, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. So far my April TBR is not the strongest group in the world, and that's okay. Now that's done, I'm gonna put those two books back over on my shelf and just focus on this one today. Which I haven't talked about this book in a while. I really like it. It's balancing in between like a 4 and a 5 right now. It's one of those books for me that I feel like an individual book won't be like one of my favorites of all time. It'll be more like the series as a whole will be. I'll appreciate the world and the characters and the story that unfolds throughout the span of however many books there are in this, more than I will just each individual book. So it's hard for me to like kind of decide how to rate this because of that. It's so sunny outside. I think we're gonna go outside again today. I have about 150 pages left of this, and it might get done out there, I might come back inside depending on really how comfortable I get. And I'll see you out there. Officially the last day of my vlog. It has been a long day today so far, but we're going to wrap this up today, aren't we? Aren't we? No? So the first thing that I wanted to say is that I did a reading update yesterday on Wicked As You Wish and Winter's Curse, and I just wanted to really quick take back something that I said about Winter's Curse. I think I said that I wasn't really enjoying it. I think I am. Apparently that's going to be a theme with this book, is me just going back and forth about whether I like it or not. So the next thing that I wanted to say is that I did finish Truthwitch yesterday while I was outside. So now I'm going to do my review on that. So this book is about two witches. And before I get into them, I might pronounce the names wrong, so I will have them spelled somewhere on the screen. First there's Safi, and she is a truth witch, which means she can tell when somebody's lying or telling the truth. This is a very rare type of witch, so Safi has to keep it a secret, or else the nations would hunt her down to try to use her as a pawn in their political maneuvering. There is Isolde, and she is a thread witch, which means she can see the invisible threads that kind of connect everything together. So these two girls, they just want to live their lives and be free from everything, but there's also a war that's starting to stir up between the empires, and Safi is beginning to be hunted down by the people who want a truth witch for the war. So we're going to start with the characters this time first. And the first character I want to talk about is Safi. Personality, she's very reckless, and that was very fun to read about. While on the other hand, Isolde is very calm and level-headed, and it provided a really perfect contrast for Safi's character, I thought. Because these two are just such different people. It made their dynamic really fun and interesting, and seeing what a deep friendship these two had right from page 1 was just so fun. And their sisterhood is definitely one of my favorite things in this book. And then there is Merrick, and he is a prince and also a captain of the ship. I really liked this character, and I enjoyed what he brought to this book. I think the chemistry between the romance that was beginning to blossom in here was very interesting. I would say that I like these two more than I like most couples in books. I wouldn't say I'm at the point where I'm like obsessed with them yet, but I think they could get there. And then there's the Blood Witch. His chapters were definitely not my favorites. Compared to the others, he just lacked a lot of personality, and I was expecting more from him, and I just didn't get it. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the magic system and the world itself. So it's definitely not the best world building I've ever read. I didn't mind it that much though, because I definitely have read worse world building, but I can definitely see how people would get confused very easily, because it happened to me for a few moments. But I would say by the end of this, I do think I do have a pretty good grasp of what's happening in here. I do really like that this book has like an ocean and seaside setting. It was kind of piratey, even though there was really only one pirate and they were kind of a side character. I do tend to like that setting, and I was apparently in the mood for it here. So I found the story very compelling. Every turn the book took, I ended up really liking. It was one of the things that really pulled me into this world and made me want to keep reading it, was because I just wanted to see where the story would go. Overall, I found this book to be very fun, and I really did enjoy myself while reading this. It's a little hard for me to rate though, because I really liked it, but I'm not sure I'm in love with it yet. But I think as the series goes on, I could get there. Like, I'm so close, but I'm just not quite there. Right now it's like a 4.5 stars that's currently rounded down to a 4. Otherwise, I am very excited to continue with this series. Maybe once I read those, I'll be just so in love with everything about this whole series, I'll go back and change this to a 5. Because this is definitely a series that has a lot of potential for me, and I'm very excited to continue with it. Alright, so that is really all I have for this vlog. So thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll put a question of the day right here. And hopefully I'll see you on my next video. Bye!